What's going on, everyone? Moose! Airguns of Michigan. It's Friday night. We're going to talk air guns. Let's see what happens. Little Slipknot in the background to get everybody pumped up and started. With the normal software that I use. I don't know. They said there was an upgrade that came out. Skinny Mitch in the house. What's going on, man? So, I don't know what's going on with them. It is kind of what it is. But Skinny Mitch, we need to get you in here one of these nights. Come live with me if you want. I think it'd be fun. Hopefully you guys can hear me. My microphone doesn't seem to be moving as I'm talking. So let me know if you hear me. I'm gonna check on my phone. I'm actually using the studio, and like I said, oh yeah, like I said, I can hear myself. Oh yeah, good deal. Peter's in the house. What's going on? Michigan Air Gunner, I hear everything. Says Dave, Backyard Sniper. What's going on? Jeff is in the house. What's going on, man? You know, man, there's so many of you guys out there I'd love to bring in here, and you guys can chit chat and, you know, tell me what you think, and, you know, we can talk about whatever. But when you guys are ever interested in just filling in, I like having you know, company on here. It's kind of nice to be able to talk to other people, and it's easier to keep a conversation going than by myself. But yeah, tonight I actually am uploading right now the Tacticon red green dot, the Predator, and what's going on, Lou? And also the Tacticon Falcon 3-time magnifier, and I think you guys will kind of dig it. Yeah, Dave, I'd love to have you on here, man. I think it'd be cool, and, you know, personally, I think you and I gotta get together anyway. We're Michigan, you know, go out and do some hunting or something. You know, I'd love to come pest with you some night. You know, I don't have a lot of areas out my way where, you know, I can do that, with the exception of the occasional trash bandit, you know, but it is what it is. Do you run a cigarette filter along with an oil separator? You better believe it, man. And I run the big one. So, hey, send me a friend's request in Messenger when you get a chance. All right, will do. Matter of fact, I'll do it right now. I think we're friends on. Yeah, we're friends. We've talked. Got 500 acres to play on. You need a new best friend? Just saying, man, I love to shoot, and like I said, I don't get a lot of time out my way to do pesting. I've talked to a few different places, and I have one place, but it's a working farm that has customers show up. So the guy really wants me out there, but the problem is he doesn't want me visible. So, you know, it's like I gotta bring like a ground blind to sit in, you know. But Jeff says 2 of them. I run 2 myself. I run the one that came with the Young Hang, and then I have the long gold one with the 3 different types of media in it. And I would definitely recommend getting the multiple medium big filter, not just that cigarette filter. It's just my personal preference, man. It is what it is, but you know, it's real important, you know, to obviously keep water and oil and all that gunk out of your gun. you know, so I take the utmost care with the filters. But Dave, I'll send you a message through Facebook with my number, man. Let's talk, man. Especially if you don't mind if I join you. Oh, a little Limp Biscuit. That's interesting. So tonight, like I said, I actually did a review. I got 3 farms, elk farm. Let me know. Wow, Dave, that's real cool. But I actually reviewed the Tacticon Red Dot, and let me tell you, this little sucker ain't no joke, man. It holds a good 0. It's got red and green dots. There you go. You can see the green dot. And in the video, you'll notice that I said that, you know, on the high power, yeah, there you go, Skinny Mitch. Yeah, we'll talk. Yep, yeah, I see you saw my message. But these things are really cool on tactical air guns, or even pesting air guns. You know, where you're shooting 50 yards or less. These things are really nice, to be honest with you. I'm really loving my Monstrum 3 times magnification prism scope, and this is just another one of those. You know, this isn't magnified, but the magnifier is, and they're lightweight, they're well built. It's a veteran-owned company. This is the magnifier, and you guys can check out the video and see what it looks like. I actually had it mounted to the Cattleman T1, and it looks awesome. It really, truly does, and it functions really well. The magnifier's got this little plunger, and it'll plop out of the way, and it locks into place. So you know, you don't have to worry about tilting your gun or anything. It's not going to fall and flop around. Oh yeah, Andrew is with his new baby. We were talking earlier. His wife just came home from the hospital. Little baby Quentin. I think that's his name, Quentin. Pretty sure that's it. But yeah, congratulations to this one, Andrew. And you know, he was going to join us, but like I said, they just came home from the hospital tonight, and obviously, you know, I'm not going to my wife. Wait, huh? Yeah, he's just been waiting, and yeah, we're gonna send a gift anyway, honey, because I'm gonna send Quentin a Red Ryder. Uncle Moose got involved in that one. Gonna definitely send him his first Red Ryder. I really need to proofread my text. Yeah, I hear you, man. Dude, I say some crazy shit sometimes. What's up? And you know, but like I was saying, these Tacticons, this 3 times magnifier running through this red dot is outstanding. This thing is so light. I can't believe how light it is. And yeah, I put it through some torture. I mean, I didn't water bottle beat it, but I certainly banged on it a little bit to see if it would, you know, hold a basic 0 at, you know, 25 yards, and it does. It's well mounted. It's got 6 screws holding it to its mount, and my autocorrect won't even let me swear right. My wife says she's sending him something right now. Longs. Yep. Yeah, and I miss him too. He's been kind of distant this week because obviously they've been at the hospital, and you know, him and I usually talk every day, and it's cool though. I'm excited, man. That's really cool. I don't think my wife could handle another baby. I don't think I could handle another baby. Jackson was our late life surprise from God, and I thank God every day for him. I mean, I'm not like upset about it at all. But my wife says, fuck no, and it didn't show up. I got to click show. We're all adults here. Yeah, one thing I noticed is when I use Restream, it doesn't tell me if somebody swears and whether or not I want to post it or not. But on YouTube, it actually says, you know, do you want to show it or hide it? So I can actually, you know, click on that. My daughter was the easiest. I would be scared of the next job. I'd be like, yeah, listen, my daughter was a piece of cake when she was younger. And then she got older. And it's not good. And then, but my son, he's more of a handful now. Joe Nolan says, I got 6 grandkids, 4 boys and 2 girls. Man alive. That's a lot of air guns to be buying, brother. That's a lot of air guns. But, yeah, I just, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, my daughter's looking like she's going to be a handful now at 10. Oh, yeah. Just wait till they hit like 12 and 13. Mm-hmm. Just wait. Yep, Andrew lives in Minnesota. Yeah. Yep. So, following back up with you guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but on my site, on my YouTube page, there is now a join button. You guys can actually join my memberships. And some of them are really kind of interesting, but I'm going to be doing special things for the guys that are part of the memberships, including, well, let's just say it'll be special. And I'll post them on Airguns of Michigan's Facebook page because I'm not allowed to have contests or giveaways through my memberships. So I don't even really want to talk about it on here because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But if you join one of the mid-level and up memberships, there's going to be a lot of perks, even for the lower ones too. And you guys will be able to follow along with those on the YouTube or the Facebook page. Yeah. Backyard sniper. Wondering what that was. Yep, that's what that is. Joe Nolan. Glad to hear you. Hopefully not like you do with Wong. I love that dude. He's so cool. But yeah, if you guys are looking for a really lightweight option, you know, for short range pesting, like I think this would be a great setup on like a P-Rod. It is Eddie money, yeah. And or you know, like your tactical style of guns. It's really lightweight. It shoots really well out of my Cattleman T1. I've done a lot of work to that Cattleman T1 to get it shooting like it is. But it definitely, yeah, Joe Nolan, so do we, because we live by a big concert venue here in Michigan. It's called Pine Knob. It's a ski resort. And, well, now it's called DTE Energy Music Theater or something like that. But everybody that's lived in Michigan calls it Pine Knob. And he was the opening show every year since I can remember. He was always the first concert at, it's an outside venue at Pine Knob. So everything's lightweight compared to the ATN. Yeah, I'll tell you, man, my Titan weighs a little bit too. But personally, I don't mind because it's on my bench gun. So, you know, weight is your friend when you're shooting bench rest. You know, really, you want just about as much. Jason C., what's going on? You want just about as much weight as you possibly can to stabilize the gun even more than it is. So, what's going on, Jason? Hopefully everything's good with you, man. All right, my wife just sent Andrew and his wife an edible arrangement from the AOM crew. So that's all you guys, and especially you guys that know Andrew, like on here. Very cool. Thank you, honey. That was really nice. Airgun activities, man. Just talking. My video's uploading right now from the Tacticon, red green dot, and the 3-time magnifier, and Miss Moose. Yes, honey. I'm sorry. I didn't intentionally say that or leave you out, but I think you guys would really dig this on, like I said, some of your tactical air guns or even your tactical powder burners. Like I said, it seems to hold a zero really well. I mean, I slapped it around and, dropped it on the floor a few times just to see, not on the gun, but off the gun. And it does seem to do a pretty good job. I've never had it on a powder burner, so I can't tell you, if the recoil from an AR or something, like that, it's going to, knock it around, but it doesn't appear to. And like I said, really lightweight. The magnifier, well, here, I can tell you guys how much it weighs if you guys are interested. I just had somebody reach out to me and ask me about weight on the gravity rail from Kraford and Lypt, which I thought was really interesting. If you guys are interested in the gravity rail for the ARCA that Kraford and Lypt just let go, without the Picatinny rail, it was 3.1 ounces. If you add the T rail that has the Picatinny, it's 3.7 ounces. So certainly really nice. Hey, what's going on, George? And the bearded air gunner's in the house. But Tacticon red dot, 9.5 ounces. The 3-time magnifier, 11 ounces. So 19 point, what did I say, 5? 19.5 ounces. 19.6. Nope, 9.8. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to put them both on there at the same time. 1 pound, 1 ounce, and 8/10. 1 pound, 1 ounce, 0.8. So not real heavy. Having any optic that is right at about a pound is pretty good. Joe Nolan, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I finally figured out how not to spill it using a straw. Well, congratulations on being a recovering alcoholic, Joe. I am probably the only male in my family who I would not consider to be an alcoholic. All the other males in my family are like, they have to have it to live. And it's kind of crazy. Price point on those, I think the red dot was right at about $50, $49.95, and the magnifier was $80. So. Michigan Air Gunner Dave says, I got an AEA HP standard on the way to see how it puts stuff down. Yeah, I've owned 2 AEAs now. The first one was a 22 caliber AEA Element, and it was nice. It was accurate. Andrew actually had it, and I got it from Andrew, and he added the regulator to it and tuned the regulator, and it was shooting really nice. And now I have an AEA. Oh shit. What the heck is that AEA that I have? It's 25 cal. Somebody remember for me. I don't even remember. I took the stock off it to sand it and stain it, and the stain didn't come out right because I didn't have the best stock. And Challenger, yeah, that's it. So I have an AEA Challenger in 25, and I really haven't done a lot with it. Like I said, it's in 25 cal. It seems to be shooting relatively nice. It's got some good horsepower behind it. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with the, Moose, do I know if Tom? Hey, oh shit, sounds good. Yeah, it does. Now I'm gonna have to post that one because that was pretty funny. Do I know if Tom at High Pressure Pneumatics is going to get any Gauntlet 2s? Yes, he is. I do know that for a fact. Field Target Tech's in the house. What's going on, Tom? Yep, Tom is getting the Gauntlet 2s in. And guys, he's got a lot of guns in stock right now. If you guys are looking for Mavericks, he's got them. If you guys are looking for Crowns, he's got them. I think he's got some more M3s on their way, if not already in stock. I can't remember what he said. We talked earlier today. He's got some Airguns in there. He's got a Cricket in there. Just tons and tons of stuff. You guys really, if you haven't checked out High Pressure Pneumatics, www.myhighpressureair.com, definitely check him out. A lot of times he has more stuff than's actually on his website. I'm getting ready to start helping him keep his website up to date. But his phone number is listed on the website. Give him a call, ask him, and go from there. Jason C. He had a M3 Bronze 25, but not anymore. Right on, Jason. Good for you, man. It's a gorgeous gun. I actually thought about getting a bronze, but I think I'm just getting the black. I don't know. Whatever they ordered for me is what I'll end up getting. I did reserve a Daystate Red Wolf, and I've talked about this before. The Heritage Limited Edition 22 HP, and man, am I overjoyed to be able to have that gun, because that's going to be a gun that's going to certainly go to my son. And yep, he does certainly answer his phone and his emails. A lot of times if you call and he doesn't answer, it's usually because he's with a customer or something like that. But leave a message, he will call you back. I'm up there a lot, and I see him have to ignore calls because me and him are both busy. If I'm there, I usually try to help out. But yeah, Jason, he's just a great guy, man. And I'm pushing so hard to share his shop with people, especially people that are tired of being on waiting lists all the time. Mike's backyard says, "Hey Moose, have you heard of Kraford Arms air guns?" I have not. Could you disassemble an M3 and powder coat it? I probably wouldn't recommend powder coating, but certainly Cerakoting. I'm gonna look those guys right up right now. Kraford. Well, this is kind of neat. Well, they got some pretty decent looking guns. Huh. Thanks, Mike. I'm going to talk to them. Michigan Air Gunner Tom fixed a gun for me and dropped off my house. Yeah, he's I've repaired some guns for Tom as well, and yep, Cerakoting. It's actually called Cerakote. It's all one words. I think it's Ceracote. I believe that's how you spell Cerakote. Somebody in here might actually know. Maybe it's CEA. I don't remember, but there you go. Cerakote. Yeah. I've actually thought about doing that myself. Just to have my my impact stand out a little bit. But the thing with powder coating is it adds a layer of super thickness, right? So, you know, like your gun just might not fit together properly if you powder coat it. With Cerakoting, it's just paint. So, you know, you can tell them like, hey, I don't want any paint on the inside. They can mask it off and just paint it. So it'll come back together. Looks like from Turkey. It may be. I'll reach out to them and see if I can't get a hold of one of those to review. But yeah, Tom's real good. Matter of fact, I felt bad because my wife's actually got my 1968 Sheridan Blue Streak up in her office, and I'm sending that down to Baker Airguns. Yeah, hydro dipping would be cool too. I actually thought about getting into hydro dipping. I don't know. We'll see. I got so many irons in the, or pokers in the iron, or irons in the oven, or irons in the fire. Yeah. But yeah, I had to finally send my Sheridan down to Baker. I can't get the valve out of it, and it's kind of killing me because I bought the tool and I have the whole rebuild kit, and I've watched all the videos. I felt really confident in pulling it apart, and they actually make a tool that when you pull off the receiver, it goes inside and the valve sits, you know, probably this far into the gun, and it's got a nut that holds it in place. So the tool is double-ended. So I pulled the nut off, no problem. I was like, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. Went to thread on the other end of the tool onto the valve itself, and it says in the instructions that you thread it on, and then you give it a little wiggle, and it should pull right out. Well, when I gave mine a little wiggle, it stripped all the threads off the valve. It's brass. I was like, crap. So that kind of sucked. So I tried to get it out. I tried, jury rigging a bunch of different things to try to get a hold of it, and reached out to Northwest Airguns. And he's got a lot of stuff out there on the Sheridans. And I was going to send it to him, and he gave me a few ideas and told me that he's not working on guns right now. So he recommended Baker as well. And yeah, Joe Nolan, yeah. And, and like I said, I mean, I tear apart air guns all the time. I mean, I've had my impact down to every last nut and bolt. I just like to know my guns. I've had my Maverick all the way down to nuts and bolts. I mean, I've torn apart the Cattleman. I started tearing apart my Bullbot. I just like to do it, and kind of learning with springers and things like that, and never had a problem with like stripping something, and I took all the time I needed with that Sheridan. But 1968 probably never been apart in its life, and that valve is just stuck. Like, I even tried to like pump it up and have the air pressure in the tube push it out, but the problem is the valve leaks, so I could never build up enough pressure in the tube to push the valve out. So yeah, exactly. Backyard sniper, can't fix it on the fly if you don't know how it works. And I'm going to be taking 230 cal impacts to RMAC, just in case something happens. I've heard horror stories about guys that show up, and I think Tom shared an example of or no, that was Joe, shared the example about the guy who basically was down to 6 targets and couldn't continue because his gun wouldn't fire. He was out of battery in his day state. And even carrying an extra battery, or making sure your battery's in good shape. LiPo batteries go bad. So I know that if I ever shoot day state at a tournament, I'm going to make sure that I have a new LiPo battery, or one that doesn't have a lot of time on it, and I'm confident that the battery won't go dead, because that would suck. that would suck really bad. So, but just reading through the rest of these comments. Cool. But yeah, so memberships are open. I appreciate it if you guys, so feel inclined to, join a membership on Airguns of Michigan. Like I said, there's going to be some extra stuff that goes on with those memberships that I can't post. Is it a switchable battery or do you charge directly? It is. You can actually take the battery out of the stock in the gun. Good idea. I've had my gun fail more than once. Always have a backup. Yep. For larger matches. Yep. Exactly. Unfortunately, I don't have a second big bore. So, if something happens to my Texan, well, then I'm not shooting the slug challenge. But certainly not going to miss out on bench rest. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys that heritage. I can't believe I'm going to buy one, but it is what it is. So what do you guys got going on this weekend? What's everybody doing? You guys going out shooting? Anybody? I know Denny, the flat broke air gunner, is going to be here live on Monday with me. He is going on his first squirrel hunt this weekend. So good luck, Denny. And it's kind of funny too, because I'm like, how are you hunting squirrel, man? Like, isn't that closed? Michigan has a basically we can only hunt from fall till early spring for squirrel. They don't open up anything over the any other time really. But Kentucky, yeah, I looked it up. I was just curious. They actually have a season that's going on right now where they can go out and hunt squirrels. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. Day-State next FX are the only big name guns I don't own. Jeff says, just chilling. Jeff, you want to go to the range? Go shoot some guns sometime tomorrow if you're interested. We'll be raining here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Michigan air gunner. I don't fish. I do. And I live on a lake, so it's nice. Pouring here in NYC all weekend. Dang. Yeah, right, Jason? I feel you. Maybe need to get the Marauder sighted in. There you go. Yeah, the soda bomb challenge. There you go, Dave. Yeah, I don't live by the lake. Well, yeah, I do. It's 60 feet that way. Jason C., we can do a virtual range day. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Dude, we have technology. We can do that. Oh, Mike, that sucks. Yeah, and all my PCPs are full of air, so even if something happened to my compressor, I could rotate through my PCPs until they were all empty. But my 2021 Zapata Sapsan 25 arrived yesterday. Amazing. Loads of shot, very accurate. Cheers from sunny Florida. Steady one. Yeah, they say you influenced me on my soda bomb challenge. They say I influenced you? Yeah, I feel you, Tom. Right on, Jason. Mike, I have 2 half-full guns. Ah, right on, Joe. Yeah, actually, I don't love ginger beer anymore. I used to really like it. And then my next door neighbors invited me and my wife over one night. There's a Facebook page that does online archery challenges. I don't know why we couldn't with air guns. There is actually a channel on Facebook. It's ran by a couple of guys out of Michigan. It's called Airgun Hunting or Airgun Target and Hunting. It's cool. They got a lot of cool stuff. I thought about starting up a challenge through Airguns of Michigan as well. And actually, I've been thinking, so I made a mistake when I started Airguns of Michigan. I made it a private page. And not that people can't find it, but now I can't make it public because it's set as a private page. And I didn't intend for it to be that way. So my growth has been kind of small and more through word of mouth than anything else. But anyway, back to the ginger beer. So my neighbors next door invite me and my wife over to their garage one night to come hang out. We live kind of in the country. So we go over there and, we're hanging out, and they asked me, they're like, I brought some beers over and stuff. And they asked me, like, you ever had a Moscow Mule? And I'm like, nope. They're like, oh, you got to try these Moscow Mules, but you got to be careful because they will sneak up on you fast. And I was like, what's this Moscow Mule you're talking about? Anybody on here ever had a Moscow Mule? I'll wait and see if you guys, somebody tees up and says, oh yeah. Jeff says, hell yeah. So a Moscow Mule, for those of you guys that don't know what they are, is vodka and ginger beer. Phil Sullivan says, yep. And so it's vodka and ginger beer. Not ginger ale, not Verner's, or, well, if you're from Michigan, not Verner's, or Canadian, dry or whatever. It is ginger beer. And they are really yummy. Actually, my stomach's starting to turn right now. And get your wife to start one, call it shooting with Moose and Bullwinkle. There you go. So, they pour me one in a rocks glass, and it was really cool too, because they have these ice cube trays, my neighbors do, and they make these big round balls of ice, and it fits like perfectly into a glass. And so, it's about half vodka, half ginger beer. And I get done with my first one, everybody's drinking. And my neighbor's wife is like, oh, do you need another one? And I was like, yeah, I'll have another one. So I'm a little buzzed. I've had probably, 5 beers. Matter of fact, we were drinking Foster's oil can. And so I probably had 2 or 3 of those. And then plus a Moscow Mule. And she gets the vodka out of the fridge and walks over, and she's a little tippy too. And she starts pouring vodka and fills my glass. And we're talking about a big, like a big round, tall glass, about 4/5 of the way with vodka. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, it's all right. I'll drink some of it down and, mix it. Bad idea. So they top it off with a little bit of ginger beer. And I want to hurry up and get this thing back to the way it was tasting. So I gulped down about half of it. They top it off with ginger beer. I finished that one. They poured me another one. And my wife says, you got that 10-mile stare, that blank look on your face. And I was just sitting there. Everybody's talking. And I'm not even paying attention because I'm not feeling good. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Beer before liquor. Nope. And I just remember looking at everybody and was like, sorry, but I'm going home. And it wasn't a good night. That's another reason I'm not an alcoholic, because I'm a lightweight, man. It'll make me sick, and it definitely got me. So now I can't even look at ginger ale the same anymore. Can't even look at Verner's without wanting to barf a little bit in my mouth. So good drink, but they will catch up to you, and they will catch up to you fast. So just keep that in mind if you decide to have a Moscow Mule. Very good, but it was definitely a 3-day recovery. I couldn't think about anything alcohol related for at least 3 days. And, like I said, I'm kind of a lightweight anyway. And, I'm just not a real big, drinker, I mean, if I'm drinking beers in the summer, like Corona or something light, I can drink a bunch. That's no big deal. But, I got a weak stomach when it comes to drinking. I'm kind of glad, to be honest with you. Makes it easier not to be a drinker. And I got enough expensive hobbies. I'm already a flat broke air gunner. Why do I need to be a flat broke alcoholic too? So PGA and Hawaiian Punch is a no-no for me. I used to be heavy into Jack Fire. A few hours were lost in the process. Yeah. I'm just a beer guy, a few buds, I'm okay. Yeah, and I mean that, that's usually how I am too. Like, when I drink when I'm on here, like you notice I'm drinking Pepsi's Wild Cherry Zero. And like when I drink on here, it's usually like 3 beers and like I'm good. Like I don't need any more than that. Ask the Badner kid how I helped train him at Crossman Shoots a few years back. Oh, that's gotta be bad. That's got to be a bad story. I should reach out to Tyler and see if he wants to join us live one night. We've got some really cool guys coming up live. I'm still waiting to hear back from Norman Keith. That'll be a really good show. But Monday, we're going to have Denny, the flat broke air gunner, on here. And then Wednesday, we have Joe from Predator Pellets going to join us live here on YouTube. And what a great guy he is. And, he's a riot, man. This guy is a load of fun. So, yeah, backyard sniper. That is the problem. That is the problem with liquor, is by the time it really hits you, it's already too late. Like, yeah, exactly. The ice luge says otherwise, says Phil Sullivan. Hey, we've had some cool ice luges over here, haven't we? The Cigar Fellas ice luge that my wife had made was awesome. And, maybe it's just my old age. I don't know. I mean, I can drink. It's just, I got to be careful how I mix everything. Do they still have that ice ride in Michigan? I don't know. Phil says it's the old age, yeah. Are you catching up there, Phil? Are you in the same boat? And if you guys haven't figured out, Phil's Irish, so, we've... Gentleman Jack. Yeah, I have never in my life been a Jack Daniels fan. I do like bourbon, but Jack Daniels to me tastes like horse piss. I mean, at least what I consider would be horse piss. Like I've tried all the Gentleman Jack. I've tried the extra age shit. It's just, it's terrible. You know how I used to throw it down? Yeah, Phil, I do. And man, we've had some great nights drinking. Mike's backyard says I'm Irish too. Field Target Tech says I have an Irish passport. Yeah, Tom, I don't doubt that, man. I don't doubt that a bit. But I just I can't drink like I used to, Yeah, there you go. So George is for those of you guys that aren't familiar with whole targets, I got some right here. For those of you guys that aren't familiar with whole targets, these are whole targets, and they're made out of animal feed, like little seeds and stuff. And they're awesome little targets, man. They're great for air guns. That's what they're made for. They're really hard, and they explode like mad. First time I ever saw these or shot one of these, I was like, dude, shoot the target that feeds your target. I shoot them out here, and the squirrels and chipmunks and the birds love them. I mean, I will have them out by my target forever, just eating the little bits and pieces off the ground. So George is the owner of Whole Targets, and he is doing a giveaway of a mug similar to my Airguns of Michigan, except it says Whole Targets on it. My wife made them, and George is doing a giveaway. So I think it's George, if you want to tell them where they can enter. I didn't enter because George was nice enough to gift me one after my wife made it, and that was awesome, George. I actually used it for my coffee the other day. So today is the deadline, though. You can register to win. I think you have to send them an email, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but George, feel free to put details in there. Yeah, you can cite your scope in. There you go. There you go. So whole targets at gmail.com and pick a number 1 or 5 to 1,000. And you can win a cup. Today's the deadline. What's up? Wait, what are you up to, Moose? Got a new video coming soon. Hope all's well. Oh, right on. Wisconsin or West Virginia Air Gunners says that he's got a new video dropping soon. If you guys haven't subscribed to West Virginia Air Gunner and Sportsman, go check out his channel. He's got some really good, interesting stuff on there. And it sounds like he's got a challenge up there. You know, we all love shooting the challenges, man. They're just a riot. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to catch up with all you guys. I need a shirt. Laugh out loud at the farm. Talk to you later. Right on, Michigan Air Gunner. Dave, I will make sure you get a shirt, brother. And hopefully you got some shirts, because I'd love to wear one of yours. In the subject line, free mug and a number lower 48. Yep. Midnight deadline. Yeah, right on, West Virginia Air Gunner. Dude, and actually, West Virginia Air Gunner, what's your actual name? If you don't mind throwing that down there. I like to call people by their names. Yeah, you know, we were just talking about that last night with Joe, and you know, everybody's talking about what cameras they use for producing good video, and so I did a ton of research starting last night. Bill, right on, Bill, and that's easy. That's my dad's name. But I started doing a bunch of research, and honestly, I'm looking for a package every day. Joe, I'm working on it, man. My wife has had a terribly busy week this week, and I have not been able to cut the vinyl to put on your shirt. But I do have the shirt. I do got it listed. It's laying up on the table. I will make sure that you get that, and I'll even throw in a little extra something just for waiting. I appreciate it, buddy. Oh, yeah, and the mug from George comes with small guys targets in it also. You know, so I was looking around at all these different cameras, and they were, you know, like I looked at the Canon M50, which is really good for shooting videos because it's got a fold-out screen on it, so you can actually see what the camera is seeing as you're recording. But one thing that kept coming up in all these reviews is GoPros. You know, a lot of guys use GoPros, and that's what I use. I use a GoPro 9 or Hero 9 Black, and the actual front screen on it actually shows me what the camera is seeing. And then plus my phone shows me a preview, so I can always look and, you know, see what I'm looking at before I hit record. But it's I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm gonna stick with GoPro for a while. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys think my videos look okay? Do I need more lighting? Can you hear me okay? I mean, because I watch them sometimes, but, you know, the Hero 9 fits the side shot? No. The side shot will only hold up to, it'll hold a 5, 6, or 7. Because when the 8 came out, it's a little bit bigger than the 7, and the case that comes with it only holds a 5, 6, or 7. I use a GoPro 7 Black, and it works absolutely outstanding. But yeah, it's definitely, I mean, and the reason that I like the GoPro is because, you know, you can hit this top button and, well, my battery's dead. No, it's not. And it'll just start recording. So my GoPro is actually recording right now. And then when you're done, you just hit the top button again and the GoPro will turn itself off. So as you're shooting, it'll take it a second because it's processing stuff. But it will actually, like I said, you know, record on the fly. So use a Canon 420i. Yeah, I was using a video camera, a Canon as well, for a while to do my videos, but mine got a little outdated. It does shoot in 1080p, but the recording on it just doesn't look as clear as what my GoPros do. George says, look good to me, but please do, guys. I mean, I need to hear it anyway. If you guys think that, you know, my video or my sound is lacking, you know, let me know. I certainly, you know, like right now I'm just on a webcam, a Logitech webcam. But you know, with my videos and stuff, I do feel like when I'm shooting at my bar or my table, I mean, it's actually my bar in my basement, I do need a little extra light on one side. I've only got one light, like, you know, well, it's the same thing as right here. They're just great big huge light boxes with a big bulb in them, and, you know, but I need to probably add a second one. Yeah, and the GoPro does really well. I mean, it's really portable, and I run them on these tripods, and you know, I mount them with Arca, and you know, they do really, really well. And yeah, there you go. Joe Nolan says, hey, if you are watching Moose, please hit the like button. Yeah, absolutely, guys. And I definitely appreciate it, too, if you guys would, you know, click that like button. And hold on, let me get caught up. Mine's a newer one. Quality is beyond my GoPro by a lot. Yeah, and even the newer ones, you know, the newer GoPros, though, are really high definition. I mean, my GoPro Hero 9 shoots in 5K. I don't ever record in that just because YouTube doesn't support 5K anyway. And honestly, most people on YouTube that are watching YouTube are watching it on a device that's only capable of 1080p anyway. So there's very few people that can actually even watch it in full 4K, even if you were to record in 4K or 5K. So I actually record in 1080p because most people are watching YouTube on their phones or their tablets, and that's just kind of where it is. Oh my God, laughing. I'm almost choking. I told Jackson came out of my belly. Uh-oh. He didn't like it at all. What? Oh, you told Jackson that he came out of your belly? It's still raining there. I hit like always. It is not raining here anymore. Can this 4K lower, yeah. Now 11. There you go. Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys giving this a thumbs up, and you know, definitely appreciate all the support that you guys have done, especially with the super chat. You can always hit that little super chat down there and donate to the channel and get more things in here for me to review for you guys. Jason C says it's raining here. Yep. But yeah, it rained almost all day today, and it was super windy and really rainy. I was kind of hoping to have a fire tonight, but it's really, really windy. And not that the ground isn't dry, but you know, I don't need embers going flying in all the trees. My neighbors actually burned down half their yard of trees running fires when they were younger. West Virginia Air Gunner says, Moose, got a question for you. What do you think the optimum speed for a slug? Well, that's a good question. And I'm going to blanket that answer. So I personally like to shoot slugs at 940 and higher. But once again, it's a blanket answer. Slugs have a tendency to obviously be able to handle flying faster, but you could certainly shoot a slug a little slower. But really, it depends upon the gun, and it's more of a trial and error thing. If you guys have, let me see if I got it sitting over here. So I have a bunch of these things that hold all kinds of different slugs. This is my 25 cal box. My 22 box is actually out in my car, but I have all kinds of different slugs in here, pellets, slugs, different diameter slugs. And so when I get a gun, you know, I break out my chronograph and I start shooting groups, and I figure out which one of these or some of my other tins of pellets or slugs fly best. So, you know, optimum speed, I mean I've seen guys shooting slugs at, you know, 1050, 1060, and you know, just accurate as all get up. Obviously, we've seen some of the people that have really pushed their guns. I think Shooter 1721 did a couple around 1200 on one of his FX guns, and you know, they fly better than pellets. I tried 25 cal at sub 500 feet per second, didn't work, but I had 249 size. Yep. Yeah, that's actually this. It's not Harbor Freight. It's DeWalt, Home Depot. That's where I got those boxes from. Could have probably got them cheaper at Harbor Freight, and I am a Harbor Freight fan. Yeah, and Jason, I would say that's about right. I mean, that's generally where I push my slugs is right around 950 to 980. And and I tune my gun accordingly to group size. I mean, even lowering your feet per second by five can have a big impact on how tight your groups are. Um, yeah. I have pretty good luck with hybrids. I do shoot a lot of NSA stuff. Um, um, and actually, I got to do some shooting with Tom Slugs, Mr. Field Target Tech. Got to see if I can get my BSA to sling those suckers. I just haven't had a chance to take it to the range to actually sit down and see what's going on. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I do have some guns that shoot. George, take care, buddy. Don't forget, guys, go ahead and send George an email, wholetargets@gmail.com, and enter to win that cup. It's free, and it's open till midnight Eastern Standard Time tonight. Yeah, see, yeah, even Jason said, yeah, you go a little slower and they open up a bit, and you go a little faster and they open up a bit, and every barrel's a little bit different and like slugs a little bit differently. So, it really does come down to having a good chronograph and knowing how to tune your gun. That's why so many people like FX guns, guys. And for those of us that are really into precision shooting, listen, it's not that a Daystate doesn't shoot good. It's not that a Raw doesn't shoot good. It's not that all these other guns don't shoot good. But when you're really trying to massively tune a gun to shoot one projectile perfectly, having all those different tunability options on, like on an Impact or a Maverick or heck, even a Crown, it really does make a difference. Look at that. We're at an hour. So, what's everybody else think about slugs? I mean, that's a good conversation. It's a good topic. Or, what have you guys shot pellets at speed wise? I find that honestly, like some of my guns, like pellets at, like 905, 910, even 920. They seem to still fly relatively straight and or really straight. I've got other guns like right now I'm going through some tuning on my bench rest gun at 30 cal. I think I can get tighter groups, slowing it down a little bit. But it's one of those things, man. It takes a lot of time to really figure out where your pellets are flying, the best that they can. If I was to get a 177 FX, what one would you recommend for maximum slug tunability? Oh. Well, so that's an awesome question, Tom, and we're going to talk about that because I really do want a 177 FX. And I've thought about just getting the barrel kit for my Impact. Tom says my mind is at work. Then again, a Crown in 177 could be pretty wicked as well. A Maverick in 177. The nice thing about the Maverick and the Impact, especially the new M3, are the dual regulators. It's one of those things where you know, you can really do a lot of tuning. Well, you know, you saw me, you helped me tune my Maverick when I first got that. Um, yeah, you can tune it down and get 600 shots on a fill. And another reason, backyard sniper, because that's a great question as well, um, is because there's a lot of fun and cool slugs that are available or becoming more popular in 177. Um, you know, but you know, Jason, that's a perfect answer as well. No, you're not. No, I didn't take it that way, backyard sniper. Um, but is you know you can get a buttload of shots. I mean, my Maverick sniper, I was getting 250 shots in 22 caliber, shooting over 900 feet per second, and that was insane to me. 250 shots. I mean, I could literally go to the range and not even take my air tank if I didn't want to. Um, you know, walk around the woods and never have to worry about filling it back up. Um, you know, there's so many people out there too that are like so hung up on large calibers, and I get it. It's the big bores are the new black, right? It's like Arca, right? There, it's all coming out, and you know, and everybody wants to be shooting these large caliber guns, but um, you know, a 177, I mean, especially, you know, with a slug, is gonna dispatch anything you want to shoot. I mean, anything. I mean, well, for small game, pesting, you know, it'll certainly take out a raccoon. Um, you know, so, and it's fun too. You know, I mean, there's a lot of the Crown would be my FX choice for versatility, different caps. Yeah, yeah. I mean, dude, the Crown, especially if you bought like a Continuum, where you get the two different barrels with it. Um, if you could get a Continuum in 177, that would be rocking. Um, but yeah, it does make trick shots harder. Absolutely. I mean, you definitely, you know, wind's going to be a big impact. Um, yeah, Jason C. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I like the power that you know I get out of my 25 and my 30, and um, you know, even my 357, my 457. Um, but you know, once again, you know, like people ask me all the time, like, what's my favorite caliber? And it's 22 caliber. 22 is to me is a way underrated caliber. You know, you can certainly shoot 22 at 100 yards. Um, and I mean, if you're good at it and you got a good tune on your gun, you know, just as accurate, you know, and, um, you know, not only that, but you get 500 pellets in a 10 as opposed to 350 or 300 in a 25, and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So Joe Nolan says, newbie. I have my 1077 for 177 plinking. Yeah. I've got 1377 that I use for plinking around, and that thing's incredibly accurate, man. If you guys don't own a 1377 or a 1322 Crosman, definitely check it out. I love my 30 cal Wildcat, but it does suck having to fill it every 16 shots. Yeah. I had a compact Wildcat in 25, and I was basically in the same boat. I've replaced that since with a 25 caliber Mavericks compact, and I love it. I could never own a larger caliber semi-automatic because mag dumps are too fun. Yeah, and honestly, that's one thing that's kept me from buying a Blitz. Is I'd want it in 30 cal, maybe 25, and I've thought hard about pulling the trigger on a 25. But dude, just unloading that magazine, I mean, it's so much fun. Like, you got to invite all your friends over. Like, dude, you guys got to come shoot this thing. And you know, Joe Nolan says anybody's been watching knows Moose's favorite caliber is 22. Yep. And it's what I bought my Viroc in. It's what I'm going to buy my TX 200 in. It's what I want in the Day-State Heritage. Been toying with the idea of tuning it into a sniper and getting the extended plenum for it. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I run a 580 bottle on my Maverick Compact, so I get a few extra shots out of that, and it's still not the bottle itself without a moderator on it is actually longer than the barrel. But when I put my 0dB compact moderator on it, they're pretty much the same level. The barrel sticks out just a little bit further. It's perfect. I want the Blitz so bad, but the reviews are horrible. You know, I've seen, you know, like, I mean, they look like a load of fun. I mean, Maccabee Speed, I think he just had his fail, and now it won't shoot in full auto anymore. And he's put a lot of shots through that, but, you know, use only FX approved plenums. So it's funny because I was actually talking to somebody the other day who knows the guy that made that plenum, and that guy's been around. I didn't realize it, but his plenums are actually very well built. I think seriously that guy that had one blow up did something wrong, and he just doesn't want to admit it. Getting the new Merc Gauntlet 2 in 22. I'm wondering if it is really the gun or if it's the people or the pellet choice. Yeah, you know, I mean, I have some Hotsons. I've got 3 of them or 4 of them. I can't remember now. My Hotson Invader in semi is I haven't had any problems. I mean, the trigger's a little heavy, you know. I mean, there's a lot of things that hold on a second. I just asked Kraford and Lypt if they ever thought about me. Let's see. John Hawk says I'm here. Is 25 cal. All of the above. Yep. But yeah, I just you know, like I said, they're really twangy guns to me, and you know, I mean, yeah, they're all right. I'll succumb to the Hotson guys and say they're decent guns. I'm not going to you know, say that they're amazing, but they function. They do, and I do like my Invader. It's a cool, fun gun to mess around with. It is. It's cool. Let's see here. Yep. Yeah. Anything you buy from Ernest Rowe. I'll get mine from Tom at My High Pressure Pneumatics. It's actually not My High Pressure Pneumatics. It's High Pressure Pneumatics. And the website is myhighpressureair.com. But yes, same thing. But if you guys have never checked out Tom, definitely give him a call. And if you guys have anything on your list of things that you guys want, you'd be really surprised. He gets stuff really quick, and he's got great customer service. And, you know, I mean, even his waiting lists are like really small. So let's see. Hotson makes some good mid-priced rifles. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not the biggest Hotson fan, but they've been around a long time, and you know, I'm going to see if he will tune it when I get it. You're talking about your gauntlet too? I'm not sure what tuning kits are available for those there yet. Yeah, they're not FX, that's for sure. Tom's working. Yep. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the guy gets everything and anything. I mean, that's where my day state's coming from. Well, it's coming from Airguns of Arizona at one point because they're the importer, but even though my first PCP was a Hudson, I'm really not a fan either. Yeah, I mean, and like I remember drooling over the Bull Boss. Like, man, I got to get a Bull Boss. Oh my gosh, like I got to get a Bull Boss. And I mean, it's literally 6 inches above my camera. And when I first got it and I shot it, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. They're accurate. They're this and that, but as you migrate, and if you migrate and you get into other guns, you'll just learn that, man, there's a lot of really, really nice guns out there. But Joe Nolan, I'll shoot it. Hell yeah. But I don't regret buying the Bull Boss. I actually signed up on Hotson's website to buy a refurb and put my name on, their little notify me when they come in, and one came in and I bought it. So they do have power. They are heavy. I haven't had mine break. I have had issues with the safety on it though. It's supposed to auto engage every time that you cock the gun, and at one point the safety was actually on safe and I could still pull the trigger, and then I've had some issues where it doesn't engage when I cock the gun, but Mark, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, there's just a lot to be said about having a high-end gun. They're so different. Not to say there's anything wrong with owning a Hudson or a Crawl or any of those. I mean, they certainly do the job. My issue is the linkage for the cocking mechanism. Yeah, Air Force definitely makes some powerful guns. I love my 457 LSS. That gun is ridiculously accurate and very powerful. The Bull Boss definitely would kill shit. There's no doubt about that. That thing zings freaking pellets. I've actually really contemplated, and I still kick around the idea about someday regulating it. For those of you guys that know Corey from Cornfields and Crosshairs, he actually had me shoot his regulated Bull Boss, and it was ridiculously a great gun to shoot. I need to find some room before I shoot. I buy high end, but yeah, I'm saving for either Maverick or M3. Yep. And I'm hoping that the M3 lives up to all the hype. I mean, I'm certainly going to be able to let you guys know, shooting the MK2 in 30 cal, and then shooting the M3 in 30 cal. So I'll keep you guys up to date. I have an Air Force Texan in 308, and I have 25 Air Force. There you go. I love the 457 and the Condor in 25. The Condor is ridiculous. Yeah, and it's kind of funny, man, because I've been thinking about like getting like a Condor or something like that, just to go out and have a good time with. And I actually thought about getting an Air Force and or the Texan in 308 myself, but haven't made that leap yet. But anyway, guys, we're at an hour and 20 minutes. It's Friday night, Memorial Day weekend, and hopefully you guys have some plans. For any of you guys that have family members or friends that have died, and especially in the line of duty in our military, I definitely, my condolences, and don't forget that we got a lot of people that die for the freedoms that we enjoy. So don't forget to be thinking about all those fallen heroes. It's definitely it's touching for me. But I have an Air Force Field Target 12 foot-pound gun being built by Talon Tunes. There you go. Shot my 308 through a stop sign. Yeah, man. So Jason C. Supposed to rain all weekend. All right, guys. With that being said, I'm Moose. This is Airguns of Michigan, and we're out.